Morning everybody. Another short flow for you, bit of a wake up one. So if you just come into your comfortable sitting position, nice straight spines, relax everything down and just settle into the way you're feeling today, your bodies, close your eyes, feel into your mind and how your body feels, okay? Just settle everything down, relax everything, particularly your shoulders and your face. Okay, so feel all the muscles and just relax them so your face feels floppy. And then just focus on your breath and your breathing. Nice, steady, deep breaths. Okay, don't force it, but just naturally deep. As long as you feel that expansion in your lungs all the way up to just below your shoulder girdle. Okay, 2 or 3 nice deep breaths. And then on the next inhale, retention, so just hold the breath at the peak of your inhale. And then just continue to feel through your body. Retain the breath a couple more times. Feeling the movement in your torso. Squeezing your diaphragm. On your retention, make sure you relax everything, don't introduce tension. And then once you've retained for the 3rd time, release and return to your normal breathing. Equal breaths in, equal breaths out. Relax through your body. And then release your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. And then just feel wide across your chest, be as wide as you can. Keep breathing nice and steadily, get the blood to the ends of your fingertips. And then nice and slowly bring your arms up to the top. Release your gaze from the floor. Look up at the ceiling, extend, give your body a little bit of a sway. Soften the sides of your torso. Nice deep breath in here. And then releasing over to the right hand side, swaying. Try not to crunch your right ribs on your pelvis. Push everything upwards. And then as you come back, a nice steady inhale. And then with your exhale, sway the other way, releasing up your right hand side. Okay, lifting the rib cage away from your pelvis. Okay, inhale, come back up, intertwine the fingers, press the back side of the ceiling, straighten the arms. Okay, and then pull the hands back as far as you can without affecting anything else, so you're still nicely upright, relaxing head and neck. Pulling the hands back, softening the shoulders. Okay, nice deep breath in here. And then nice and slowly bring the arms down in front of you. Still pushing the arms away from you, extending across your shoulder blades. So feel that separation in your shoulder blades. Part the hands, palms facing out. Breaststroke, try and keep the arms up. And squeeze your hands together. Then intertwine your fingers and then straighten behind you. So same as we did just now, only your arms are behind you. A little more restricting. Tilt forward from the hips and then lift your hands. If you can, you're squidging the shoulder blades together in this position. Release them, arms back up to the top, palms together, and then bend the elbows. A little bit of a tricep stretch. Okay, push the elbows up and gently pull them back. Okay, breathe, soften everything, relax and release. Okay, release, bring your hands down to the floor, and then come into tabletop position. Okay, knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. And tuck your toes under, so come onto your toes as well. We're going to do a sort of bit of an extreme version of cat-cow in a moment, but we'll start with normal cat-cow, so lifting head, releasing the belly to the floor, and then curling like a cat, squeezing through your core, centre of your bod. Okay, feeling that spine beautifully curved, and then feel the spine go the other way, so looking up, try and get that lovely curve in the spine, push your sit bones to the ceiling, soften the belly. Okay, then curling like a cat. Final time, releasing the other way, and into cat-cow. Okay, come up onto, or just lift your knees a little bit off the floor and then continue the same. Okay, so cat with hovering knees. And then as you exhale, we're just going to gently lift the bum upwards, okay? Not quite downward dog, okay? We're doing into an extreme cat version, squeezing the middle, coming up with your feet, okay? We're exercising the core in this one too. Okay, back into an extreme cow and then an extreme cat. So really feel the squeeze on your core as you do this. Try and soften the belly as you come up into cow pose, hovering the knees. Okay, final time. Curling as you come up. And then release the knees to the floor, bum to the heels, come into child pose. Okay, soften everything down, relax everything. Gentle sway of your hips from side to side if that feels good. Otherwise, just focus internally and breathe. Okay, just restoring before we then take another steady inhale, coming back up into tabletop and then releasing left foot forward, come into a low lunge. Okay, press into that front foot, pendulum the arms upwards, come into crescent moon, so gently push the hips forward and down towards the heel, curl through the spine, just a gentle curl. Okay, soften everything and breathe. Nice deep breath in as you exhale. Bring the palms together, straighten up through the torso, coming into a twist, so right elbow over that left knee or thigh. Press into it, that will help you twist. Okay, so feel that twist in your torso. Your dristi, your gaze can be up at the ceiling or straight down at the floor. Okay, come back into your low lunge and then release your left leg back, swap over, right leg comes forward, low lunge. Okay, inhale, pendulum the arms upwards, gently pushing pubic bone down and forwards, pressing into that bent left knee, taking it easy, feeling through your hip flexor. Okay, curl the spine, look up at the ceiling, and then release, bring your hands together, twisting the other way, left elbow over right thigh, press into that thigh, help the curl in the torso, focus either up at the ceiling or alternatively down to the floor. Okay, just depends on the feeling in your neck and the feeling in your body. Okay, come back into your low lunge, release back into tabletop, tuck into your toes, straighten your legs, come into downward dog. Okay, so hands to the top of the mat, bend the knees, bring your bum backwards, extend from fingertips to hips. Okay, so you can see my flat back. Okay, so flat between hips and fingers, and then start to straighten your legs. Try and keep your front half extended in that way. Don't worry if your legs don't straighten. Release your heels to the floor. Okay, just feel it in your hamstrings, and then just sort of hover in the pose for a moment. Breathe before we then push our hands back to a forward fold position. Okay, bending your knees as much as you need to, bringing your torso down onto the tops of your thighs. Okay, feeling that connection. Okay, front of your chest, top of your thighs. Okay, don't worry about how bent your knees are, just as long as they need, just bend them as much as they need to be. And then come into half forward fold. So come up, nice flat back. Okay, tuck the chin in so spine straight. Okay, you can use your hands to support. Okay, and then we're going to try and push our crown of our head forwards and our bum backwards. Okay, this extends the vertebrae nicely, brings a bit of space to them, although it might not feel it. Okay, and then feel your hamstrings. Okay, continue to push the backs of your knees backwards. Okay, feel your hamstrings. Okay, and then bring your arms up in line with your torso, pointing backwards. And then nice and slowly weight to the left foot, hover the right, and then come up into a version of Warrior 3. So extend that leg behind you, push the heel away, flex foot, spread the toes. And then nice and slowly bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing down. Okay, focusing, keeping that focus with your eyes onto a non-moving point. Nice and slowly, come up, don't put the foot down, bring it forwards. Okay, the other way, so try and bring the leg up and then bring the arms up to the top. Okay, hold, breathe, and then nice and slowly come back to the forward fold that we started in. Okay, before we swap over, so inhaling, coming up into that half forward fold again, Okay, feeling that nice flat back, tucking the chin in, feeling the spine nicely straight. Okay, bending the knees as much as you need to, pushing the backs of the knees backwards. Arms in line with the torso once more. Weight to the right foot this time, hover the left. Okay, nice and slowly, bring that left leg up in line with the torso, push the heel away, flex foot, spread the toes, squeeze the left bum. Okay, and then nice and slowly, arms out to the sides, palms facing down, keep the focal point, and then nice and slowly come up, bring that leg through. Arms come up this time with the leg. Okay, try and hold that balance, try and hold that focal point. Bring the leg up as far as you comfortably can before bringing it back down into forward fold. Okay, walking back out into a kneeling position and then flattening onto the floor, coming into Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath shoulders, forearms either parallel, hands nicely spread, or intertwine the fingers. Okay, if that's more comfortable for your shoulders. Okay, press into your forearms, pull them back towards hips, push your hips forward. Okay, soften mid-spine up. Okay, so try and release your spine, feel it, relax your low back. Okay, try not to affect your low back. Okay, nice and slowly. Okay, we're going to press into our forearms and our knees and come up into a forearm plank on knees. Okay, now we're going to squeeze everything together. Okay, so squeeze through your core. Okay, and then bend your knees. So lift your feet, flex your feet, and squeeze your heels towards your bum as you pull your elbows back to your knees and push your knees forward. So really feel the squeeze in your core and squeezing your hamstrings as well. This is a hamstring strengthener too as you squeeze. Release feet back to the floor. Okay, come back into pyramid pose before coming into Cobra. Okay, so hands underneath shoulders, lifting the head, pressing into the hands, curling through the spine once more. Okay, and then flat to the floor, and then just flip over onto your back. Bend your knees, arms out to the sides. Okay, and then straighten your legs up to the ceiling. Push your heels towards the ceiling, flex your feet, spread your toes, backs to the knees away from you. And then start to separate your legs. So open your legs, but keep them nicely engaged. You'll feel it in your core. Hold them out. Okay, flex the feet, spread the toes, and then small circles with your heels. Okay, just remember which way you're rotating because we're going to go both ways. So rotating and then turn and go back the other way. So rotating the other way. These are really good strengthening, softening hip exercises or stretches. Bring the legs back together. And then bend the knees, grab hold of them, gently squeeze into the chest before releasing the knees, arms back out to the sides, and come into a sort of sitting position on the floor. So lower legs parallel with the floor, thighs are vertical. Okay, keep the knees equidistant apart. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, release the knees to the left-hand side. Again, another beautiful core and spinal muscle twist as well. Okay, don't worry about how far your knees come down, just as long as you feel your core engaged. Try and soften the muscles around your spine. As you inhale, come back up and bring the knees the other way. Okay, just softening everything before bringing your knees back up. Release your feet to the floor and then straighten your legs and come into your final relaxation position, Savasana, relaxing everything down. Okay, feeling the connection of everything with the floor, so from your head all the way down to your tootsies, relaxing everything down, and then start to focus on your breath and your breathing in and out through your nostrils. Follow the movement in your chest. Okay, and just relax. So breathe in and just repeat the word in your mind as you inhale, relax, and then as you exhale, say release tension. As you inhale, say relax. As you exhale, say release tension. Okay, you can repeat that mentally for the whole duration if you wish, as long as it just gives the mind something to focus about and just helps you to tell the body to relax. Make sure the nervous system is telling your muscles to relax. Okay, just breathe nice and steadily, nice and deeply, nice and naturally. as we relax everything down. This is one of the most important parts of the 15 minutes, actually. The relaxation is the point the body recovers, restores, okay, and benefits from everything we've done, that loosening, that softening of the body. Okay, on the next inhale, wiggle fingers and toes, bring your arms up and over your head. Stretch everything away, flex feet, point the toes. And then nice and slowly bending your knees, roll over to one side or the other, and just take your time. Press your hand into the floor, come back up into a comfortable sitting position. Don't worry about what it is, as long as you've got a straight spine. Come into Pramudra. We're going to close the class by chanting Om once. Okay, so sitting nicely upright, and take a nice deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you very much. See you again next time.